Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
Legends aren't born. They're built. Icons don't become icons overnight. What you hear about is the achievement. What you see is the result. But greatness is built on wellness. So here's to heroes unsung, efforts unseen, and distant dreams humbly attained.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caribou Memorial Complex. Live from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Seth Hyde and Matt Little on the call at the top of the first inning. It's the host, Team Newfoundland and Labrador, taking on Team Manitoba. One out for Team Manitoba as Jared Pico went swinging and was thrown out at first base on the first pitch of the game.
Yeah, that took no time at all, Seth, before we could even jump in. Team Manitoba getting straight to work.
So Ryder Lewis, the 19-year-old out of Avondale. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. As the fans starting to pour in for the host. Going to make for an amazing atmosphere for both of these squads. Team NL 1 win, 3 losses. Team Manitoba 0 wins, 3 losses. So this should be a good game between both of these teams. Manitoba still in search of their first W.
It is always loud every time the host team is in action. Team Newfoundland and Labrador always bringing them in here at the 2025 Canada Games.
Well, a full count here, 3-2.
Lewis tried to take his base there for just a split second.
It was worth the shot. And Lewis will take his base this time. 1 man on base. In the top of this first inning, last game, we only saw 1 run, a 1-0 victory for Team Quebec. And I'd say if we were lucky, we probably had 5 players on base for both teams the whole game.
Yeah, that game between Quebec and Nova Scotia, not a whole lot of offense going on there. Fans want to see a little more action this time, and they're getting it.
And they will. This ball is hit way back, and it'll stay in off the fence. Team NL are going to get on the board early. It's an RBI double for Mark Corbett, cranking that one way back.
Fantastic start for Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
It looked like that one was going to go all the way. They're definitely not complaining about the first run of this matchup.
No, it's exactly what you want. Being able to get out there in the first inning, get at least something on the board, get started in the right way.
So no strike called on that one. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, 1-0 to Team NL.
Just a little bit high delivered to Kyle Dwyer, the first baseman for Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
Kyle Dwyer, the youngest player on this team, just 16 years old. A ground ball will just roll out for a foul.
And just about got that one down the line, but just on the wrong side of the bag.
So Ross with the pitch, and strike is served to make this a 2-2 count. Looks like we have a full count here, 3-2.
Good eye from Dwyer to take that one. It was close, just outside the zone.
So Corbett on second. Just 1 out so far. Jacob Ross will send it, and his second walk of this first inning puts 2 men on base for Team NL.
Jacob Kennedy now coming up to bat for Newfoundland and Labrador. Amazing, Seth, how many of these players for Team NL I know from calling hockey games around here. We talk about multi-sport athletes, and just about every single one of these guys.
Well, the bobbled one there, they will get 1 out as Dwyer will head back to the dugout. Man on third, man on first for Team NL. 2 down. And yeah, lots of multi-sport athletes out here for Team NL. It's Corbett, who's on third base, plays for the Amherst Ramblers. As well, he played for the U18 AAA O'Neill Nissan Growlers.
Yep, representatives out of a few organizations going on here. It's amazing how many of these guys all played together with the Tri-Pen Osprey. Now that under-18 major program, very well represented here in men's softball.
That one goes down low to make this 2 balls, no strikes. Another one just outside, and Jacob Kennedy gonna snatch second base away from Team Manitoba and set up 2 possible runs here for Team NL. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 more ball and these bases could be juiced. And that's gonna hit Stokes right on the leg. Bases are loaded at the top of this first inning. Well, a chance for Rylan O'Keefe to bring home some runs for Team NL.
Well, bringing up your designated player, your DH essentially here, with the bases loaded in front of the home crowd. No pressure.
He could absolutely raise the roof with a home run or even an RBI here. First one he's caught swinging. So Team NL right now in 7th place out of 9. If they win this game, they could tie Team Nova Scotia, who are now 2-3, who they beat last night. Thought that O'Keefe might have got nipped with that pitch right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tough start to this first inning for Team Manitoba, but still 6 more long ones to go.
Well, some good pitching can get them out of this jam with little damage done. That one down low for a ball. You'll forget the bases were loaded at this point if Manitoba can get strikeout or a ground out and get themselves out of this.
O'Keefe swinging to make this 2-2 with 2 outs.
Some good velocity from Jacob Ross. Powering that ball past the hitter.
And that one just up high, full count. Literally full here, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The base is loaded. This is a moment that every kid dreams of.
It's not usually in the top of the first, but hey, we'll take it.
And there's strike 3 to end off the top of the first inning. Team NL with a 1-0 lead over Manitoba. What a way for them to escape that.
Team NL will come away from that one a little bit disappointed they didn't get more runs on the board. They certainly had the opportunities to do so. But hey, you played half an inning and you're already in front. You can't complain about that too much. Getting onto base, Ryder Lewis and then Mark Corbett with the RBI double, cashing them in. Newfoundland and Labrador with the 1-0 lead on Team Manitoba. Team Toba here ready to go and ready to come to bat here in the bottom of the first. Newfoundland and Labrador in the white with that traditional maroon on the uniforms there. And you know, myself, I'm a Pirates fan, so I am partial to that yellow and black look of Team Manitoba here.
Well, leading Team Manitoba off is Peter Fleet to start off this game. The pitcher for Team NL, Drew Parsons. So Team NL were already in action today against Team Ontario, falling short 12-0, 8 a.m. this morning. Well, they bounced back nicely in the top of the first inning.
And just to quickly run that over for this tournament here in men's softball at the Canada Games. If anybody is ahead by 15 runs after the third inning, that would end the game. The game would be mercy ruled if someone was ahead by 10 after the fourth inning. Or then anywhere after that, I believe it's 7 is the gap.
So Team NL's pitcher is Noah Stokes. Said Drew Parsons earlier, but it is going to be Noah Stokes. First pitch is going to be just outside for ball 1. There's ball 2 just outside now. Stokes will finally get a strike on the board as he gets Peter Fleet to swing. There's another ball. So 3-1 the count.
Stokes has been pretty consistent working down low here against this first batter.
We're getting him to swing for another full count. There's strike three, caught Fleet looking, and strikeout number one for Noah Stokes.
That's a good recovery, facing that first batter, falling behind early on, but able to battle back, get the strikeout, get him looking. Good confidence builder here early on for the pitcher.
Well, another one right down the middle. So 0-1 the count. Stokes catching some fire here. Looks like that's going to be ball number one.
Chase Muswagon taking the bats here for Team Manitoba. One of three players with that last name on the team.
Just 16 years old, out of Cross Lake. The youngest player on this team. Well, that's cracked out. Beautiful play there. Great stuff by second baseman Ryder Lewis to throw that to first for Kyle Dwyer and get out number two of this first inning.
Yeah, great job by Lewis at second base, able to get down, get the body in front of it, block that ball. Over to first, plenty of time, 2 away.
There's a strike on the opening pitch of this at bat for Jaden Blacksmith. Another player from Cross Lake, 19 years old. And another strike. Stokes looking for a second strikeout of the bottom of this first inning.
This is one of those rare teams for Team Manitoba here in men's softball where you go down the roster and it doesn't just say Winnipeg down the entire way.
Seems to be a theme for most of these teams here, as this NL squad only has one St. John's that we can see as well. Right up through the gut and down the middle. The first hit of this game for Manitoba. They might get 3 out of this. Oh, they're going to hang on. So first hit of the game off the bat of Jaden Blacksmith. Or first hit of this game for Manitoba. Looks like Chase Muswagon is going to take second base. Jaden Blacksmith heads to the dugout. So let's see what Manitoba can do here. There's Jonason up to bat. 19-year-old from Dauphine. That one goes right up through the middle, finding the gap. Can Manitoba get on the board here? The throw's at the plate, not in time. Manitoba will tie this up at 1 apiece. It's an RBI single for Terrace Jonason. And we've already got more runs in this first inning than the entirety of last game we covered, Matt.
Not nice to see a little offense going on. Both teams on the board, feeling good.
First pitch along the ground, going to be tagged out, and that'll do it for our first inning. The final score after one is 1-1 for both of these teams. What an evenly matched first inning. We'll be back for the top of the second after a short break.
It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Newfoundland and Labrador. NL versus Team Manitoba. 1-1 after one inning. Top of the second. One ball, one strike. Leading off this second inning is Noah Crew. NL almost getting through their entire batting rotation. They're going to catch him swinging for a second strike. So that's one that rolls right along the ground, a worm burner, as we'd call it in golf, for ball two. The pitch up in the air, and it's caught. And the first out of the top of the second.
Grabbed by Flett, shortstop, stopping the other shortstop.
Oh, Jackson Boland, 18 years old, out of Calvert. That pitch goes up high, away from the catcher, and into the corner.
Nobody on base, so not a big deal when that ball gets loose. So his batter could take off if he really wanted to.
There's a grounder right to first, and there's out number two for Team Toba.
Next batter, le prochain frappeur, numéro 6, number 6, Jared Pico.
So we're back to the top of the batting order is Jared Pico out of Placentia, 17-year-old up next. Played against him in provincials this year in hockey. He is a scary player to play against.
Pico grounded out to start the game.
Just the second pitch he's faced today as he swung on the first one in the first inning. And back to last game for a second. I don't think that everybody on the team got two turns up to bat. And here we are right back at the top of the lineup for Team NL. Pico. Looks like he went through there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the second inning. Nobody on base.
No question about whether he went around or not. This ump is animated.
And a bunt by Pico. Not enough, as it's a foul ball. 2-2 is the count. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs in the second inning. Can't get enough of those twos.
And for the record, I appreciate the animated umpire. Lets us know exactly what's going on.
Pico will send that up the middle, and it looks like he will make it to first base for a single to stay alive in this second inning. Great job by Pico to get that right up the gut.
Yeah, great work by Pico. Back to the wall, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That manages to find space in the infield.
Right down the middle for a strike to make this an 0-1 count. Pico heading to second. Will he get there? Yes, he will. So we'll steal second base. Second stolen bag for Team NL of the game. That one tipped out, and Pico will head to third as he's eyeing home plate.
He's got a stolen base, wild pitch.
Just gonna throw on the sliding mid here now, too. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lewis will hit that one. It's a dribbler right to first. He tried to dodge that, just couldn't get out of the way in time. And this is going to stay 1-1 as we head into the bottom of the second.
Excellent job to try to get out of the way of that tag. Did just about everything possible he could to try to avoid it, but just nowhere to go.
Wow.
As he takes the tag from Laquette.
I admire the effort from him to try to move around there.
That's a good job for Manitoba there, is, you know, getting into a little bit of a jam late in that one. You go from a runner on first to suddenly a runner on third. Manitoba able to force that ground out, make the tag, and they get out of it without any more damage done. Still a 1-1 ball game going into the bottom of the second.
So lots of people here taking in this game between Team NL and Team Manitoba. Perfect time to come catch a ball game here, as it's 12:28 local time. Josiah Govero up next for Team Toba. Swings at the first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, lots of familiar faces in the crowd here taking this one in. And the support for Team NL, you can't say enough good things about it.
Another one swinging there. 2 strikes.
I'm sure there's a good contingent for Manitoba taking in this game as well, Seth, but everywhere I look, I see that Newfoundland and Labrador maroon.
There's strike 3, all 3 swinging. I believe that's the second K up on the board for Noah Stokes.
You are correct. And hey, better to go down swinging than looking.
There's one right along the ground to the shortstop, over to first for the out. A great play by Noah Crew to gobble that up and get 2 outs for Team NL.
Things speeding by a little bit more here in the second inning.
There's one that just catches the outside for a ball. Softball, tough sport. Once you're in the game, there's no way out, no halftime, no intermission. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. No men on base for Manitoba. As we see both teams' defenses settling in this second inning. That one is in for strike 2. Stokes 1 away from his third strike, or third strikeout of the matchup.
Well, third strike and third strikeout.
And there's number 3. That'll do it for our second inning. The score is still 1-1, 1-1 between both of these teams. And there's the man, Noah Stokes, picking up 2 strikeouts in that second inning. We'll be back at the Caribou Memorial Complex for the third inning of baseball, live from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
The score is Team Manitoba 1, Team Newfoundland and Labrador 1. Après 2 manches complètes de jeu, la marque est équipe Terre-Neuve-Labrador 1, équipe Manitoba 1.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Well, we're back again for the top of the third inning between Team NL and Team Manitoba. Mark Corbett, who had an RBI double in the first inning, back up again. His first one went all the way back to the wall, and this one will go out of play and almost hit our social media squad out there.
Heads up.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to kick off the top of the third. There's a strike right down the middle. Manitoba on the verge of striking out the first batter. Just outside for ball 2. There's one cracked by Corbett. It's way back, it's up, and it's gone! Mark Corbett raises the roof with a home run for Team NL. The flags are waving, the fans making some noise. And that one cleared the 300-foot fence.
No doubt about that one, as he absolutely cranked it, heading back toward Kitty Vitty Lake. Didn't quite get that far, but still, absolute bomb from Corbett as he makes it 2-1.
Well, the first home run we've seen today, as that one went way out of the park. That's a home run Mark Corbett will never forget, and it seems to be that he is a pretty silver slugger here. His first one almost cleared the fence. This one cleared the double fence to make this 2-1, and there's another one up the middle and another hit for Team NL. That's going to be Kyle Dwyer, the youngster on this team. So Jacob Kennedy up next now for Team NL as they start to get going. No outs so far in this third inning, and there's one. They could turn a double play here, maybe. Just couldn't get it back in time. One out. Dwyer pushes over to second base.
Now at bat, maintenant bâton, le numéro 3, number 3, Noah Stokes.
So Noah Stokes, the pitcher slash batter, up next for Team NL in the dirt.
And a little National League ball here. You got a bat and you got a pitch. So only one away, runner in scoring position, and already one more up on the board for Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, that one is a wild pitch. Dwyer will go right to third base. So even a pop fly or a sac fly could get NL on the board. They're in scoring position at the top of the third.
Second time we've seen the runner advance on a wild pitch here in consecutive innings.
Stokes caught swinging by his fellow pitcher. 2-1 the count.
No strikes up on the board at that point. No harm taking a cut.
Another one down in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bouncing ball goes back and almost takes out our microphone, our ambiance mics back there. You heard that one right in your living room. So full count. 3-2-1 here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And 3-2-1 up on the scoreboard. Third inning, 2-1. And there's a pop-up. This could be a sac fly for Team NL as Dwyer is going to hustle to the plate. Throws coming in, and Dwyer will get there in time. A sac fly for Team NL to make this 3-1.
Yeah, great job. Got a hold of that one, hit it deep enough. No problem to score from third base.
And there it is, popping way up in the air and way back. A nice hustle by Dwyer. And a ground ball by O'Keefe will end off the top of the third inning. And it's back over to Manitoba for the bottom.
A couple more runs up on the board for Team Newfoundland and Labrador as they take a 3-1 lead right now over Team Toba. Obviously, the impressive home run stepping up from Mark Corbett, absolutely blasting it over both walls out there in center field. And then the sac fly as Noah Stokes gets himself an RBI.
Canada Game Council, le Conseil des Jeux du Canada, Fortis, Atlantic Lottery, Loterie Atlantique, Premium Partners, Bivo, Canadian Tire, Celebrate NL, MMSB, Orange Store, Signature Partners, Avalon Mall, Computers for Schools, Equinox Gold, Forward with Design.
It was a quick one last inning for Team Manitoba. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. They'll want to make a little more happen here and keep things close with Team NL.
Crosby Group, Bivo, Jag, Kean College, The Look Company, Marine Atlantic, Medavi, Ocean Choice International, and Tim Hortons.
So NL with a comfortable lead. They took out their maritime rivals yesterday, beating Nova Scotia to get their first and only win so far of these Canada Summer Games. Looking to pick up 2 here as they're in good position at the bottom of the third.
The second base player, le joueur de deuxième but, le numéro 0, number 0, Trayden Guybouche.
Trayden Guybouche up next for Team Toba. Almost through the lineup. He's the 9th batter in the order.
And wearing number 0, Seth. See that one in basketball a time or two. I don't remember the last time I've seen a baseball player step up with a 0 on the back.
There's a dribbler almost taking out his own teammate there, Peter Fleet, who was on deck. Well, a bunt here, and it'll end up working out for Team Manitoba. What a bunt by Guy Bouche. Literally stopped that ball right at the plate. Well done from him to get on base.
You literally cannot do it any better than that. That was fantastic. Just drop that ball right there.
The ball literally just stopped at the plate, and here's another bunt. So strike one called right there. Seems like this is going to be the play for Team Manitoba.
Yeah, we're really playing some small ball here right now. But if they can execute bunts like that, going to make some things happen.
There's another one just outside. 1-1 the count.
And look at how far the first and third basemen are in right now. Just in case that bunt comes up again.
Yeah, they're definitely expecting something. There's another ball called. It's got to play on your mind a little bit. There's a rolling ball. They can't get the second base, and 2 on base now for Team Manitoba. Disastrous for Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
And in a situation like that, you've got to figure out, do I take the out at first base, or do I try to squeeze the double? Do I try to get that first runner? Newfoundland and Labrador tries to go for second base, but he is in there and safe. And now 2 on for Team Toba here in the third.
Yeah, this is dangerous for Team Manitoba. Chase Muswagon up next. No gloves. No batter's gloves for him. Don't see that very much anymore.
No, that's... Whoop.
Oh, went for the bunt. Faked everybody out. Strike one called.
And whether he's actually going to go for the bunt or not, he's certainly keeping it in everyone's mind for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. Once again, first and third, especially third, playing really close to the plate right now.
This time the bunt will go, pops up behind and out of play. 2 strikes, no balls. Manitoba can afford to get out here. They have no outs so far. They're just looking to advance their runners. Ground ball. Team NL going to play it safe this time and get the out, but runners advance to third and second, still in dangerous scoring position for Team Manitoba.
Without a doubt, that's the right choice to just get the runner there. As both the guys already on base, already had a good jump, would have been real tight to try to get one of those. So get it at first base, take the out. Maybe they can turn a double here.
So Blacksmith up for his second at bat. Strike one called. One thing we've picked up so far, no eccentric strike calls here from the umpires. So we're just looking up at the scoreboard. That one will go outside. Runners coming home, and Manitoba will pick up another run here off a wild pitch. 3-2 now is our score. They still have one more runner in scoring position.
That's why it is so dangerous to have somebody over there on to third base. Any sort of little mistake, that ball gets loose. And he trotted in without a whole lot of hassle.
Couldn't make contact with that one. 2 strikes on the board.
Blacksmith had a double first time up back in the first inning.
And that one's going to get up through the gap once again. We're all evened up at 3 apiece. Both teams matching totals in every inning. In the first inning, 1-1. Second inning, 0-0. And in this inning, 2-2. So these two teams are very evenly matched.
RBI single from Jaden Blacksmith, the catcher for Team Manitoba, tying us up. And everybody coming together on the mound for a quick talk for Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
Manitoba qui a presque battu la Colombie-Britannique dans leur deuxième match, une perte de 12-11. Ils se sont fait racler 14-0 contre la Saskatchewan, un match qui a...
Jonasson, the third baseman.
And strike one called.
An RBI single back in the first inning. Runner on first right now. You'd need a pretty good whack to pick up an RBI here, but certainly doable.
Whacked out for a foul ball. 2 strikes. Going in, and did he go around? Yes, he did. There's strike 3. 2 outs for Team NL.
Yeah, that is a big, big out there for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. So now they can see the way out of the inning. Spencer Muswagon, the DP.
Oh, that one gets away from the catcher. Advancing to second base is Jonasson. Another one rolling out of play. 1-1 the count. There's another one up through the gap. Will Manitoba get some more runs? The throw is coming home. It's a nice one, but not in time. Manitoba now have their first lead of the game.
RBI double in there for Spencer Muswagon. And Team Toba, as you said, Seth, on top.
Next batter, le prochain frappeur, numéro 40, number 40, Josiah Gobro.
That one up high for a ball, 1 strike.
Very fun game heading back and forth with these teams.
Well, there's a ground ball, gobbled up. They'll get the out. Manitoba with the lead after 3 innings here at the Caribou Sports Complex in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. You're watching the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Team Manitoba 4, Team Newfoundland Labrador
3. This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bivo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you the subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Bivo.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caribou Sports Complex in the oldest city in North America, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. It's Team NL versus Team Manitoba. 4-3 our score. As we start off the top of the 4th inning with number 4 batting, Noah Crew. First pitch swinging. Crew hustling to first. Won't get there in time. Out number 1.
Second batter in the top of this 4th inning. Le deuxième frappeur dans le top de cette quatrième manche. Numéro 15, number 15, Jackson Boland.
So Jackson Boland back up again for his second at-bat of the game. And he'll crank that through the gap. He'll get to first. And a man on base for Team NL.
Now 1 for 2 on the day.
Now at bat, maintenant batteur, le numéro 6, number 6, Jared Pico.
So Jared Pico 0 for 2 so far in this game. Or sorry, 1 for 2 so far in this game, excuse me. Forgot that he stole 2 bases in the last inning.
Yep, back in the second after getting on with the single. He had a stolen base for second and then advanced to third on a wild pitch.
So we've seen 1 home run so far in this game. The other 6 runs coming from RBIs. I'm not sure what this stoppage is for here.
The ump is over at the Team Newfoundland and Labrador dugout.
So this softball tournament is a pretty grueling schedule. Every team plays 8 games. 8 games. That is unbelievable. Top 4 teams advance.
8 games, and that's with, is that just the round robin or is that with playoff?
That is just the round robin. Everybody plays each other once.
Because of course there's still either your medal games or placement after that as well. So yeah, that's a lot of ball. It's a page playoff for the top 4 teams to come out. I believe everybody else just has the single game for placement. And it was an equipment issue for Newfoundland and Labrador. They're swapping out the chest protector for the catcher. One of the coaches ran back to the room to grab a new one, and there it is coming onto the field with one of our umps. Got to make sure everybody's safe out here. No, I would want to be in a full-on 1400 suit of armor if I had these guys throwing the ball as fast as they can at my head.
So hypothetically, if I'm Jackson Bolin right now, am I able to steal second base? Remember that controversial call in the 7th inning of Blue Jays Rangers when Russell Martin went to throw the ball back to the pitcher. It hit off Roberto Osuna's bat and rolled away, and then the Rangers managed to get the go-ahead run in that game. Hopefully we don't see anything like that here in softball at these Canada Summer Games.
There is a certain je ne sais quoi that comes along with baseball / softball that you don't get in any sport. It kind of feels like every single time you go to the ballpark, you could see something that you have literally never seen before in like 150 years of baseball history. It's just that kind of weird sport. That sort of thing does not happen at a hockey game. It does not happen at a basketball game, but it absolutely could happen anytime you go down to the ball diamond.
So quite the stoppage here for this equipment malfunction. 1 out in this inning. 1 man on base. 4-3 our score. A packed house here at the Caribou Sports Complex.
Team Saskatchewan was hanging out in the background, taking in a little bit of the action between these two teams as well. They're headed back into the players' dressing room now. To be fair, not a lot going on in this game to watch right now, unless you want to see Manitoba just trying to keep the pitcher loose, playing a little catch. Great shot looking up at Signal Hill, Cabot Tower.
It looks like there's a lot of people up there today.
Well, again, it's a good day for it. We had a little bit of poor weather to start off the week. The rain finally showed up in Newfoundland and Labrador. Never too long before that happens. And now the sun is back out. Cooler temperatures. Feels maybe just a little bit more fall or late summer right now, as opposed to mid-August, but still. Great day to be outside, take in some of these events, and absolutely picture perfect weather here to play some softball.
And this venue built by American soldiers as a place to pass time back in the 40s and 50s, as well as Newfoundland and Labrador soldiers. That's why it's called the Caribou Memorial Complex, as those soldiers used to play against each other, and obviously the Americans used to have bases here at Kitty Lake. The Legion just behind us is a place where lots of veterans go and hang out, and there used to be a basketball court in that venue. So lots of history down here at Kitty Lake.
Back underway, Pico's third at bat of the ball game.
A ground ball. They are going to get one. They can't get the second. Jackson Bolin got stopped right in his tracks there. 2 outs as NL looks to even up this game.
Next back hitter, le gauche number 44, le numéro 44, Ryder Lewis.
Ryder Lewis up next for Team NL. For 1 so far. Pico going to take one. Looked like he was going to get a little greedy and go for two there. He's on second base. Third time this game he's stolen an extra bag. Another wild pitch. Pico will say thank you and head to third. Second time we've seen that.
Very quick move around the base path here for Pico. Getting himself from first to third in a hurry.
Another pitch is in the ground. Pico going to home, and he'll get there this time. 4-4 our score in the fourth inning. 2 outs, 3 balls. Well, what a game this has been so far. A pitch in the dirt gets away. Pico comes home, his 5th base stolen of this game. Wow, that's all you can say.
Yeah, some excellent base running by Pico. Any sort of opportunity, and he is off like a shot. And all the way around the bags, in over home, tying the game up at 4. So the base is now clear for Lewis.
And Lewis will go to first, and up comes Silver Slugger, Mark Corbett. 2 for 2 so far today, an RBI on his first hit, a home run on his second, a home run and 2 RBIs in this game in total for him. Let's see if he can swing for the fences once again. First one right down the middle.
Didn't like that one. Not even the slightest movement from Corbett. Time to wait for his pitch.
That one popped up in the air. It will get down. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Lewis will get to third. Runner on first, runner on third. Team NL with a chance to take another lead as Kyle Dwyer, the young pup, steps up to the plate.
Yeah, good little bloop single, finds the open space. Advances that runner right to third base. Runners on the corners. Still 2 away here in the 4th inning.
Just outside, Corbett heading to second, and he will get there. Another one in the dirt. Lewis almost caught lacking there. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And a chance for Team NL to take the lead with a runner on second and third.
Yeah, both base runners very aggressive here.
First time swinging here is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. By the way, if Mark Corbett picks up 1 more hit in this game, he ties the record for most hits in a single game in softball. Another strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 players on base. Lewis and Corbett, both in scoring position. Can they bring at least 1 more runner home before the end of the top of the 4th inning? That one through, and the strikeout, a huge strikeout by Jacob Ross. As we'll head to the bottom of the 4th, a lengthy top of the 4th inning here, as this game is 4-4.
Yeah, Ross gets himself out of a jam with a good delivery, gets the strikeout. Newfoundland and Labrador gets 1, threatening for more with runners on second and third base, but can't cash any more in. Tie game, mid-4th inning. Very much anybody's ball game in this one.
Consultez notre site web à 2025canadagames.ca.
Laquette, Burge, Gabosh all due up here for Team Toba in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, no offense to Team Nova Scotia or Quebec, but this one has been an absolute thriller after a bit of a boring one this morning. But again, that's what happens when you have good defense and good pitchers. I mean, for them, it's good that it was boring. It shows that their defense is really good. And like we've talked about this whole tournament, the Newfoundland and Labrador teams love to make their games thrilling. That's for sure. They really like to leave it late.
Yeah, whether we've been hanging out at soccer, whether we were at rugby back in week number 1, it really hasn't made any sort of a difference what sport we've gone to. Newfoundland and Labrador has a way of waiting until the final moments of the game to make something happen. So good hit, deep, and caught. The right fielder under that one. Parsons making the catch for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, great snag by Parsons to get one down. So just back to history for a second here. I'm getting an update from the information package that Mark Corbett is right now tied for most hits in a single game in Canada Games history. He's tied with LeBlanc from New Brunswick. We don't have his first name on record. And Jason Geldar, also from New Brunswick, both in 1993 and both in the same game. So if Corbett records one more hit, he will make history in front of his friends and family.
Oh, that's an unexpected stat.
Yeah, I had to do a double take on that one and make sure that it really was 3 hits is the record. Again, it just goes to show how defensive softball is. There's a pop fly that will just get down. Great hustle by Parsons, just couldn't get there in time. Manitoba on base.
His teammates there to back him up and get onto that ball quickly. Launched into the field, rushing on, and just unable to make the play. And that'll be a single bag for Team Manitoba. See if they can turn it into some more as Gabosh comes up.
So trade in Guy Bosch up next. Sporting number 0 of Andreas Gimenez of the Toronto Blue Jays. Like we talked about earlier, number 0, not a common number in baseball.
That's cool, stands out.
Well, we've had a lot of unknown stoppages here in this game.
The baseball numbers, of course, a little more traditional, a little more on the lower side as it goes. Usually when you see somebody, you know, called up to the big team and he comes out wearing number 78, I think, yeah, you're going to be here for 2 games, and then it's right back to Double-A.
There's a bunt that'll get down, plays at first. 2 outs for Team NL. Runner advances to second base. NL 1 away from finishing off this 4th inning.
Team Manitoba has shown that more than once in this game. They've been very, very good with those bunts. Able to lay them down. Right into that dirt, not have it roll away.
So 1 ball, 0 strikes, 2 outs. That's a ground ball. NL will gobble it up, throw it to first, and he's out to finish off the 4th inning. It's a 4-4 game. What a dandy it has been so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the 5th inning from the Caribou Sports Complex in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Seth Hyde and Matt Little on the call for the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Team Newfoundland Labrador 4, Team Manitoba 4. Après 4 manches complètes de jeu, la marque est de équipe Manitoba 4 et équipe Canada.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bivo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Well, welcome back. There's the view of the Newfoundland and Labrador flag flying proud here at the Caribou Sports Complex in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. There's Team Manitoba. And what has been a great game so far, 1:12 local time. Lots of people here taking in some wonderful softball here at these Canada Summer Games. Seth Hyde and Matt Little on the call. So Jacob Kennedy up first for Team NL.
Jacob Kennedy, 19 years old, out of
Thanks to our French counterpart here, the mystery LeBlanc. His name was Stephen LeBlanc, and he's the man that's tied for the record right now with 3 hits in the same game. A thank you to Roger Surrett for that, passing the phone over. As a bunt will just roll out of play for strike 2. If you bunt on 2 strikes and it goes foul, I think it's a strike out. So NL better be careful that they don't do that again here.
Yeah, you're 100% correct on that call, Seth.
There's a roller that'll get through. Kennedy thought about going 2, didn't have enough space, but he'll take the single. NL on base. Stokes up next to hit.
Yeah, excellent job by Kennedy. Doesn't get the bunt to go his way, but he finds some space there. Past both the fielders, great effort, but it rolls into the outfield, and that's enough for Kennedy to get himself down 90 feet down to first base.
Stokes up next. Got a tip of the ball as it went foul for strike 1.
Stokes has had an interesting day at the plate. He's been hit by a pitch. Also picked up an RBI on a sac fly back in the 3rd.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Another one just inside for a second ball. Another ball, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Heads up by that catcher, though. He is dialed in on Kennedy, making sure he doesn't go for that second base.
There's ball 4. Take your base as Stokes will get walked Second time he's gone to first base. He got hit by a pitch earlier on, and now he's got a base on balls. 2 men on base as Parsons steps up next for Team NL. The flex player on this team, meaning that he can play any position they want him to. So he went for the bunt there. Team NL almost caught trying to steal the bag.
A couple of times when he was on first, Kennedy looked like he really wanted to go to second base. So I don't think it'll take a lot of convincing to try and send him to third.
Another bunt attempt, and he will go, and he's going to get there. A wild throw, and Team NL are going to get on the board here in this 5th inning. And now to third again is safe. A runner at third with Team NL taking the lead, 5-4.
Heads up base running by Team Newfoundland and Labrador. As soon as they had the green light, as soon as they had time, and the ball pops out, gives them that extra, able to get in all the way home. Runs scored for Kennedy.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Stokes advancing to third. That one will get in for a strike. First strike of the at-bat.
And still nobody out here in the top of the 5th.
And there's a pop fly. This could become a sac fly as it's way back. Tagging up is Stokes. Will he get there in time? You bet he will. 6-4 is our score. So Murphy up next. Ethan Murphy being subbed into the game as a pinch hitter. He's going to check in for Noah Carew.
Umpire just making sure he's got his notes all together with the swap being done here for Newfoundland and Labrador, and we'll be ready to go.
So Murphy up next for Team NL. 1 out. 6-4 our score. No men on base anymore. And there's one right down the middle to get a strike. Murphy gets a tip on that one. Put that out for a foul ball. So 2 strikes, no balls, 1 out, and they get strike 3. It's a grounder, and the second out of the top of the 5th. 2 down. It's Jackson Boland back up to the plate. He had a single in the top of the 4th, 1 for 2 so far on the day. Boland caught swinging. There's a pop fly high and out. Almost into the Technoplex. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two NL players warming up in the bullpen as well, so we could see a pitching change going into the bottom of the 5th. And there's strike 3. Manitoba will head back up to bat in the bottom of the 5th. NL with a 6-4 lead.
Now that heads up running around the bases for Team Newfoundland and Labrador in the top of the 5th inning. They only sent 5 guys to the plate, but the first 2 came around to score. The sac fly RBI by O'Keefe, cashing in Stokes, the second one, and advancing when the ball came loose. Kennedy getting himself all the way around the base path. Team Manitoba down 2 as we get to the bottom half of the 5th.
So Corbett is going to take the mound. I really hope they still have him in the batting rotation because I want to see some history being made here today. So Camden Hines, the new catcher for Team NL, or never mind, he's going back to the dugout. And Jackson Boland's still the catcher. It looked like we had a new one here.
Few moments here to get that new pitching arm warmed up.
We have a new pitcher for Newfoundland Labrador. Un nouveau lanceur pour Terre-Neuve et Labrador. Le numéro 94, number 94, Mark Corbett. Batting first.
And Chase Muswagon getting things started off here for Team Toba. At the bottom of the 5th.
Muswagon had a sac fly in the bottom of the 3rd. Still without any batter's gloves, but it's worked out for him so far as he's got 1 RBI in this game. There's a strike right down the middle from Corbett. 1-1's the count. Corbett puts that one in, serves it up. It's hit high and well, but it'll be gloved down by Pico to get the first man down.
A good connection on that one, but as we've seen, it's very, very difficult to get that large softball to carry all the way. Only the one guy able to get it all the way down to the fence so far in this game.
There's another one served up, popping high in the air. And that's going to be caught for 2 outs for Team NL.
Not wasting any time here in the bottom of the 5th. Manitoba getting connection, but Newfoundland and Labrador getting under those balls, taking them in. And a great job to make the catch in foul territory on that last one.
Well, the dugout in the tent blocking our view there. We had to rely on our monitors in here. Was worried it was going to hit our cameraman, who's bravely up on top of the dugout. Don't know how he's doing that. I mean, one misstep and I'd be down onto the field. There he is right there. Look, even a wave. I mean, is this breaking the fourth wall? Cameraman shooting the cameraman. I don't think I've ever seen that before, as there's 3 outs for Team NL, 3 up, 3 down as we head into our 6th inning. Team NL with a 6-4 lead. It's a chilly but beautiful summer day here in the capital city of Newfoundland and Labrador. You're watching the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
This score is Team Manitoba 4, Team Newfoundland and Labrador 6. Après 5 manches complètes de jeu, la marque est équipe Manitoba 4 et équipe Terre-Neuve et Labrador 6.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Well, welcome back to the Caribou Memorial Softball Complex here, right next to Kitty Vitty Lake here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Jared Pico leading us off. 2 for 3 so far. Stolen 5 bags so far in this game. He is a thief. What was the character from Dora the Explorer?
Swiper.
Swiper. Yep. That's Jared Pico's new nickname, Swiper. Swiping away 5 bases so far, looking to take some more away here in his 4th at-bat. As I mentioned, 2 for 3 in this game. He'll bunt. Will he get there? Is he out? Oh, he's going to get around for 2. He might go for 3. Is he going to go all the way around? He's going to go all the way around. The throw's at home. It's an inside the park home run for Jared Pico to tie the record for most hits in a single game at the Canada Summer Games. His 3rd hit of the game will be an inside the parker to make this 7-4.
Did anybody see that coming?
Well, we were like, oh, well, he's just going to make it to 1. Then we were like, oh, he's going for 2. Then we're like, oh, he's going for 3. And then he's going home. That was crazy.
Yeah, just great awareness. Sees that ball is loose, and he doesn't even break stride, doesn't even slow down as he is flying around the bases and all the way in for the inside the park home run.
So I do believe that that won't be an error, and that will count as a hit for Pico right now. New pitcher checking into the game for Team Manitoba. It's Deshaun Ross. So top of the 6th, 7-4 for Team NL. Ryder Lewis up next, and then Mark Corbett after him to try to break the record. So we have 2 players for Team NL on history watch. And again, what a way to do it would be here in their home province with their friends and family watching.
Warm-up pitcher, or warm-up time for the new pitcher is called, and we come to action. Ryder Lewis will be the first one to face Deshaun Ross.
One right down the middle. What a great first pitch from Deshaun Ross. And another one, a second strike. Deshaun Ross, 100% so far.
Now Lewis just going around, couldn't quite check that swing.
Up top for a ball. 2 strikes, 1 ball. No outs so far. Goes just downstairs for ball 2.
Two walks and a ground out so far in the game for Lewis.
And strike 3 called. 1 batter down, and now Mark Corbett with a chance to make history. He's a triple away from the cycle, so should he get the cycle plus the hit, he'll be the first player in Canada Games history to have a cycle in softball, meaning a home run, a single, a double, and a triple, but I think he'd just take the hit to make history. Corbett getting a tip off that one, which will go foul. Along the ground for ball 1. 1-1 the count. So that's going to be ball 2. Corbett again 3 for 3 so far in this game.
Showed some good patience laying off that last pitch.
Another one along the ground, popping up high and over and into the crowd. Please don't walk him. We really want to see history here. Here comes the pitch. Corbett pops it up, and a full count. 3-2. 1 swing of the bat, and we could see history at the Canada Summer Games. Ball comes in, and it's going to be ball 4, so Corbett will go to first base. No history being made here yet, but he will keep his 100% average so far.
Yeah, he is still 3 for 3 on the day. Taking the walk, not exactly a bad spot to be in. You know, really, when it comes to trying to hit for the cycle, you want to start talking about that when you've already got the triple earlier in the game, because that's the one that's the hardest to get.
So foul ball against Dwyer. One goes up high. Corbett heading to second, and he will get there. He'll steal another base, his second stolen base of the game. Here's Dwyer putting it up the middle. Corbett will run home. It's an RBI single for Dwyer, as it's a 8-4 lead for Team NL.
Newfoundland and Labrador putting a little space in between themselves and Team Manitoba right now, doubling up 8-4 as they continue to work here in the top of the 6th inning.
So Jacob Kennedy put that directly to the pitcher. A wild throw will prohibit them from getting the double play. So one more out to go, one man on base. Noah Stokes up next. So that's ball one.
Stokes hit by pitch, a sac fly, a walk that would eventually come around to score a run.
Stokes putting that one, fouling it back. Only one run out of 12 in this game coming from a home run. Well, I guess you could say two, because an inside the Parker from Jared Pico. There's the two guys that have tied the record, both hitting home runs in this game. A bouncing ball, and Kennedy was thinking about getting greedy and going to third. He'll have to go back to second.
And both of the home runs in this game were hit by guys who were the first batters of the inning. So they were both solos.
There's a strike to make it 2-2. And there's a water bomber going overhead. We'd love to see those flying by here, especially in this last month here in Newfoundland and Labrador. There's a ball creamed way down the line. It'll just go out as a foul ball.
Yeah, got a hold on that one, sent it deep into foul territory. Nobody there to make the catch, so the at-bat continues.
That one up top for ball three. Stokes still hanging on to this at-bat. And there's strike three as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Team NL with a 8-4 lead. Manitoba not out of this just yet.
No, the way we've seen things go in this game, 4 runs is certainly not exactly impossible to do. And Manitoba with 2 opportunities to still get there. They've got the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 7th inning. So still very much anybody's ball game, but Newfoundland and Labrador in control at the moment as they add a couple of more here in the 6th inning. The inside the park home run. And then Corbett coming around as well. The RBI single from Kyle Dwyer, getting Corbett home. 8-4, Newfoundland and Labrador over Team Manitoba. Halfway through the 6th inning. And obviously a big game on the schedule for both of these teams. Both teams really needing a victory and try to keep themselves in contention. Newfoundland and Labrador already getting a result over a very tough Nova Scotia team. And that's over a very tough Nova Scotia team that we're going to see coming up in just a little bit. That'll be the next matchup on this field. Nova Scotia will be taking on Team Saskatchewan after the conclusion of Newfoundland and Labrador and Team Toba.
Now at bat for Team Manitoba. Maintenant bâton pour l'équipe Manitoba. Le numéro 64, number 74, Spencer McSwagan.
So Team NL put 7 runs up against Nova Scotia yesterday. As with a win here in this one, Team NL would improve to 4th place in the standings, which would be huge for them. They do have a couple of games in hand of BC and Saskatchewan, who both have 2 wins as well. Corbett puts that in for strike 2. Will echo wide as it's 2 strikes, 1 ball, no outs. First batter of the bottom of the 6th.
Muswagan hit an RBI double the last time he was at the plate, back in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Team Toba.
There's a grounder right to first, and out number 1.
Right into the glove of Stokes.
Now at bat, maintenant bâton, le numéro 11, number 11,
Isaiah Chartrand.
Coming off the bench for Team Toba, so this will be his first at-bat of the game. Chartrand, 19 years old, one of the veterans on this Team Manitoba men's softball team here at the Canada Games.
Our next game on tap here in this one is Nova Scotia and Saskatchewan. That'll be coming at you at 2:15 p.m. local time. Then we have Alberta and BC at 4:30 p.m. local time, and Newfoundland and Labrador versus Saskatchewan, 7 p.m. local time. And by the way this game is going, it looks like those start times might be pushed back a bit, as every single game gets more unpredictable than the last.
It does take the grounds crews a few minutes to get everything back in order in between games. Get out the equipment and level everything off and get the infield all ready to play again.
Another one down the middle from Corbett to make this 1-2. Another ball against Corbett to make this 2-1. That was the first strike of the at-bat, the last pitch. There's another one, 2-2 to count, 1 out. Ground ball, Corbett will take it and lob it over. There's 2 outs.
Right back to the pitcher. It's a pretty easy take and a little toss over to first base.
So Laquette looking to keep Manitoba going here in this bottom of the 6th. If NL should get 3 runs in the top of the 7th and Manitoba gets shut out here in the 6th, this game will end. There's a huge hit out to center. It is going to be snagged down, and we'll go to the top of the 7th. Team NL with a 8-4 lead, and there's the man, Jared Pico, looking for his history-making 4th hit of the game in the next inning. He will be 4th at bat if they should get there. It's Team NL versus Team Manitoba, 8-4 the lead from the Caribou Sports Complex. Seth Hyde, Matt Little on the call. You're watching the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store, fuel the spirit.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
All right, well, we're back again here at the Caribou Sports Complex. Drew Parsons to lead us off. First one up high for ball 1. This will be the final time NL bat today if this don't go to extra innings. Another one up high. 2-0 is the count. That one in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. Just outside. Oh no, that is going to be a strike.
That just caught the corner. Living on the edge here. 3 balls, no strikes. Figured that ball's coming right down the pipe. Instead, paints that corner of the strike zone.
Oh, strike 2. Full count. No outs.
Deshaun Ross doing a nice job battling back here for Team Toba. Very important for Team Manitoba to get out of this inning and not to allow Newfoundland and Labrador any more on the board, although they will get the first batter, first base.
So Noah Crew up next. Bolin will be after him, and then it'll be Jared Pico should they get there, who's on 3 hits right now. 2 players on NL looking to make history. Question is, can we make it there? So Crew getting his bat up and into place just in time to make that a ball.
You know, these games a little bit shorter, a little bit more defensive. Of course, the mercy rule's in play as well, so that's why we don't have anybody with 4, 5, 6 hits and some sort of huge blowout on the record.
Well, there's a bunt, and they'll get on. 2 men on base. What a play by Crew.
Yeah, exactly how you draw those up. Perfect bunt down the first base line.
So Camden Hines checking into the game for Jackson Boland. This will be his first at-bat, and with a home run, he could end this game right here.
Certainly easier said than done.
Now batting for Newfoundland and Labrador. Maintenant battant pour le dernier ballon, le numéro 7, number 7, Camden Hines.
Hines, one of the younger players on the team. Just 16 years old.
Out of Conception Bay South. And Hines will crack that down the line. That's a fair ball. It looks like 2 runs are going to come in to score. Hines will be halted at second. NL are 1 run away from ending this game in the top of the 7th. It's 10-4, and it's Jared Pico looking to make history. He could walk it off here. This would be the first time I think the away team would walk it off at the top of the 7th. What a great hit, just staying in play, just barely right down the line. Pico with a hit. Could be the first player in Canada Games history to have 4 hits in a single softball game. That one will roll just wide. No outs in this 7th inning.
And not what Team Manitoba was looking for here, as Newfoundland puts a couple more up on the board and still nobody out.
That one in the dirt for a ball. Pico makes contact, once again heading foul. 1 ball, 2 strike. Three for 4, his 5th at bat of the game. Inside the park home run, 2 singles. Looks like that one's up high for a second ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Man on second base for Team NL. Pico caught swinging. That's strike 3 for him. And it looks like that'll be the game, but he did even history here, tied for most hits in a single game with 3. 3 for 5 today as Ryder Lewis is back up at the plate. On deck, Mark Corbett, who's 3 for 3 so far, has had 4 at-bats, but has been walked. So Lewis has been sandwiched in between 2 great players, and Lewis has had a wonderful game as well, as that'll roll, and he'll be out at first base. So Mark Corbett now with a chance to snag his 4th hit on what could be the last at-bat of the game if NL get a run or if there's an out, or the last at-bat of the game for Team NL here, probably no matter what happens.
Home run, RBI double.
And a
single. Yeah, and a single as well. Plus a stolen base.
That one will go in the dirt. NL thought about stealing home there to put this game to bed. So the umpire's having a chat. Corbett makes his way back up to the plate. Right down the middle, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Say that every time Corbett has been in the box, he's been very, very patient.
He likes to wait for that perfect pitch. In the dirt. It looks like that is going to be a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Corbett thought that one was going to be good, but the ball dipped.
In the dirt, coming home, and that'll be the ball game. Team NL will get the 7-run lead to make it 11-4. I think they're still going to finish the top of this 7th inning, but that is going to do it after this top of the 7th is over. Runner came home, so NL will get the mercy rule. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Corbett still with a shot at history. Up high for ball 3, full count. 2 outs. Up high, Corbett will be walked. So we won't see history today. Corbett will stay 100% though. 3 for 3 and 2 walks at 5 at-bats. So Dwyer up next for the 5th time. A ground ball, gobbled up. Manitoba will get the out. We're going to see if we're going to call this game here. The umpires.
I think because Manitoba still has to bat in the inning, that it has to be a 7-run or greater distance at the end of the inning. I don't think they can cut Manitoba off here. Yeah, we'll see exactly how it goes, but I think Manitoba still gets a chance to
Yes,
come
so
forward
Manitoba,
here.
yeah, Manitoba will still have a chance. So we thought this game was over. So Manitoba with 1 more try at the bottom of the 7th. So the last one it goes to after 6 completed innings. So if NL did this 1 inning earlier, the game would have been over, but
Right.
Manitoba still with a chance to make the comeback.
Right, the mercy rule can only be applied at the end of the inning, not in the middle like this. So because Manitoba still has a turn to bat, they will still get that turn to bat. And they come into this in quite the hole, down 7 runs. But hey, I've seen crazier things happen in baseball before. So until there's 3 outs, not done yet.
Corbett just outside for ball 1.
Number 15, Burge, up to the plate for Manitoba. Strikeout and a single.
And a foul ball for him to make this 1-1.
Now at bat, maintenant bâton, le numéro 15, number 15, Joseph Burge.
Ground
Just
ball.
foul.
Just rolls out as a foul ball. 2 strikes and 1 ball. Corbett puts it up top for a ball. And there's strike 3 from Mark Corbett. 1 down, 2 more to go.
And Burge reaching, chased that one on the outside of the zone. Kabouche back into the batter's box. Laid down a fantastic bunt back in the bottom of the third, ended up scoring, and had a sacrifice bunt in the fourth.
Strike 1 called.
Yeah, no look at a bunt that time. He was going for it.
Well, sounds like somebody cranked a home run on the other field here as the New Brunswick fans are going crazy. That one just outside for a ball. Strike 2. Kibosh swinging.
And first time all game, he's had a chance to go in there and just try and drive that baseball. Softball. The ball.
And there's strike 3, 2 strikeouts for Mark Corbett as he attempts to strike out the side.
Yeah, cleaning it up, Corbett. His first 2 Ks of the afternoon, both coming here in the bottom of the 7th as he tries to put this thing to bed.
There's strike 1. So NL know they're going to pick up their second victory this tournament, their first of the day. Still got one more game tonight against Team Saskatchewan as that'll bounce out of play for strike 2. Corbett 1 strike away from striking out the side and getting the victory for Team NL. Just inside for a ball. Pop up. Will it stay in? Oh, it'll just drop down. So foul ball, 1-2 the count.
Yeah, that was a very tough one for Boland, looking straight up into the sun, trying to find that one. So Manitoba stays alive off the foul.
Bouncing ball. It'll get there, and Team NL take home the victory by a score of 11-4 over Team Manitoba. What a great game of softball from both teams. Our second game of the day is done, and Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan are up next. What a great game.
Yeah, after the first game of the day that we saw ended up 1-0, a real pitcher's defensive duel. This one, the offense came to life. Newfoundland getting it done all over the place. Of course, the long ball, the big crushing home run, the inside the park home run for Team NL. They found ways to make things happen. Team Manitoba getting onto the board.
There was that leap of faith by Ryder Lewis, and then that bomb right out of the park, clearing both fences. There's Corbett celebrating, tying history with 3 hits in a single game. Him and Jared Pico. There's our cameraman giving a wave. Bouncing ball up through the gut. It was Corbett who whipped it right in. Throw wasn't in time. There's another ball getting away from the catcher. That was Pico coming in that time. There's the Newfoundland and Labrador flag waving proudly. Stolen bag, wild throw. Kennedy runs home. Thank you very much. There's a bunt by Pico. And how many times do you see a bunt lead to a home run? Well, folks, thank you very much for tuning into this one. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my